The fourth in our Postcards from Australia series ahead of the British and Irish Lions tour comes from Brisbane, the venue for the first test. And there's no shortage of attractions in Queensland to appeal to the visiting fans. Fortunately for the Lions, the Wallabies will be without one of their giants of recent years.
Like I'm not scared of heights yet.
Yep.
A few more stairs than I thought they were going to be. The height doesn't worry me too much. It's more getting there. It's a bit easier to get lifted up in a line out than it is to walk a bridge like this. So looking forward to it. Should be a pretty good experience.
Nathan Sharpe retired at the end of last year after winning 114 caps for Australia and playing in 3 Rugby World Cups. He led his country on 10 occasions in an international career spanning 11 years. He was a member of the Australia under-19 side in 1996, just after the game had gone professional. His formative years were spent in Queensland, and in 2001 he played for the Reds against the touring Lions. As someone who spent so much of his time towering above opponents in the line-out, the heights of Brisbane's Story Bridge weren't a problem.
I know that a lot of the tourists here, they might enjoy a night out or two, and what a perfect way to walk that off the next morning with the Story Bridge climb. So luckily you and I didn't have too many last night and we were pretty good getting up here.
But there were a few sore heads on both sides after the first test at the Gabba in Brisbane in 2001.
I was there in the stand. It was the year before my test debut, and I remember watching the game with a lot of my mates sitting around me, and as you say, it shocked us. You know, we'd never seen anything like that in Australia. The Australian crowd's not so vocal, not so organised, I suppose, and it was a great event. And I think the Lions series, no matter where it is always a close run thing. You know, you look at the last one in South Africa, you flip of a coin can go either way. So, you know, Australia's expecting a very, very tough encounter on the field from the playing perspective, but I'm not sure the supporters know what to expect, because there's going to be a big sea of red coming into town. Going down.
And those fans are sure to enjoy Suncorp Stadium, which is within walking distance of the city centre.
One of the easiest stadiums to get to, in and out of, and then of course you're on Caxton Street, which, you know, I know that we always try and drive our bus down Caxton Street on the way to the game, because the street has pubs and restaurants along it. They're lined with Australian supporters, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of red shirts there as well. And it's a great, one of those great rugby memories, I think, driving down that street and seeing everyone cheering, having a beer and a meal, and, you know, generally it's nice to be the home team going through one of those sort of areas of town that are pretty patriotic.
Life after rugby hasn't been dull. He's a TV analyst for Fox Sports, but the transition from player to pundit isn't as easy as it looks.
The problem for me hasn't been wanting to be critical or not being critical. It's actually been trying to condense what I'm saying into 7 or 8 seconds. So I'm a little bit in awe of the way that you guys have gone about your work for years and years whilst I was playing, because, you know, I'm trying to explain something it might take 30 or 40 seconds and they want it in 7 or 8 seconds, and it's very difficult to do. So it's a bit of a trick that I'm going to have to get around and work that out.
Moreton Island, a short boat trip from Brisbane, offers so much for the energetic Lions fans. There are glorious beaches, as well as quad biking, snorkelling and sand tobogganing. And the chances are that Nathan will be doing one of them. But don't be too surprised to see him back on the pitch, perhaps for the Barbarians against the Lions in the first match of the tour.
I'd love to, yeah. Hong Kong's not a bad spot, and look, I'll have to keep the gym work up and a bit of running, but certainly I'd throw my hand up if someone asked me to go up there and play against them.
So stay close to the phone, Nathan, but a prediction before we leave.
Australia 2-1.